Welcome back, nation, to another. Welcome back, nation, to another episode of The Long Dark. So, in the last episode, we've made considerable progress, but the path is not yet clear. We're going to go ahead and eat. We'll read just for an hour or two. Let the sun finish coming up. Let it warm up just a little bit outside, and we'll step out into the world, and we will see if we can continue on our trek. So let's see. We're carrying some items that we don't need. Drop, drop, and let's see. I don't remember. I think it was this one. Let's read an hour. Just see what happens. And let's just go ahead and finish it. Finish it off. Excellent. Alright, so we are still in the Riken. And I believe, as far as I'm concerned, we have finished everything that we need to finish here. I do want to go ahead and step over into the whaling station. It just doesn't make any sense to come this far and not step out over there into that and do some looting. Let me make sure I'm not getting cold. All right, let me recheck my inventory real quick and just see if there's anything that I can drop. We don't have any burnable books, so I'll hold on to the Wilderness Kitchen to start our next fire. Yeah, our clothes is in pretty decent shape. That was the last little bit of our food. We do got a lot of tools on us. There's an argument that I don't need that, but I'm going to carry that anyway because that's the quickest way to. Yeah, we got a lot of weight in these. Let's go ahead and take a second and break some of these down. The hacksaw is the quickest way to get frozen meat off of one of the prop corpses. So just by keeping that with us can literally be beneficial. So we're just going to hold on to that. I don't plan on harvesting any saplings. That's just not what I'm going to do. Now maybe you play it differently in this challenge, but I want to get where I'm going as quickly as. Wow, that's a lot of that. There's an argument that says I don't need any more of that. Let me double check before I drop that. The condition of my lantern is at 86%. I will wait. Are we? Yeah, we are unencumbered. And we'll head over here. Ooh, it's not the greatest day. There is a bear. Potentially. Wow, it's really cold. Actually, there is the bear. I can skirt the path of him. It's stupid to be this far and to be flirting with a bear who would love nothing more than to have a frozen survivor for dinner. We've gone ahead and made it past his little route, at least far enough that I think if he was to aggro on us, we could get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Oh, never mind. Sometimes you'll get some sodas or canned goods right here. Obviously, this time we did not. It's okay. I won't take offense to it. All right, come on, let me out. Alright, we are definitely not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. There are plenty of things around here that would love nothing more than to take a bite out of me. One of the biggest reasons why I want to go in here is it is a... I won't say it. Ooh, yeah. I didn't realize he came this close up. We're not going to worry about it. Thank you very much. So that was something new I just learned with a skip of my heartbeat there. So, but yeah, there's potential for a bedroll spawn here. That would be great. Yeah, it's added extra weight, but it takes a lot of undue stress off when you know you can sleep anywhere. We've definitely come across that already. Being tired in the middle of a trip with nowhere to sleep. And that is what is next on our agenda. We'll take that. I don't know that I need it. But we have a significant journey in our future. Matter of fact, the majority of what we have left to do is going to be travel. I can make the journey back to Mystery Lake in a day. Weather permitting, I can get there. I'll be, relatively tired. There's another skill book, a burning book. I see the matches. Now, whether or not we will make it in a day is going to be hard to tell. I'm going to try to keep this episode short, even by my standards. I'm recording a little bit later than normal, and I want to get this out. I'm still haven't kind of recovered from the weekend, and I like salty crackers. Gives us something else to eat. So yeah, it's been it's been an eventful last month and start of this month. And while I want to keep a regular schedule, for those of you that don't know, as of right now, my posting schedule, I like to put out the Long Dark at 1 o'clock. I do that every day at 1 o'clock, and then for my 7 Days to Die, or The Forest,
Hope nobody needs this
or
anymore.
whatever, pick that up. I will pick that up. Or any of the other alternative games that I begin to cycle through. Yeah, I don't need that one either. I like to put those out at around 8 o'clock, just so that I have one early and one midday. I know some people are early risers like me, and some people they stay up later, and so they wake up more cured leather. So they wake up later in the day, which is cool. No judgment here. But that way they got a brand new episode to look forward to. As of right now, I'm still building my channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys and gals that have watched or liked or commented. It's literally you that is going to be the continued driving force as to whether or not I continue to put out certain content. And it's going to be watch and like driven. This is your channel as much as it is mine. So when you see content that you like, let me know. I will continue to put content out just like that. If there's something that you would like me to change, maybe you don't like the particular way that I commentate. I'm more of a fact-based teacher. I want to explain things as I go. I'm a teacher by trade. And some people don't like that. I can, by all means, I can begin to adjust that. But my original conception of what I wanted when I was going to put out a game channel was that. Ooh, that was really quick. So 3 was to put out a channel where we can. 42 and 59. So 3. 42. Was to put out a channel where we could learn together, explore together, talk about things. There are many new survival games that are coming out that really look intriguing to me. That I would not mind investing my time in. For individuals that would like to, maybe you don't like learning by yourself. Maybe you like to learn and experience with others. And I'm, more than happy to take part in that. And we can learn together. You can teach me as I go. By no means am I ever going to claim that I'm the, end all to be all of gaming. That is just simply not the case. I just love to game. And everyone I've ever met that games like I do, really been cool individuals to know and to talk to, and we all have something in common. It's our lifestyles might be different, and even our tastes in music or food or culture might be different. Or we might even speak different languages, but gaming is a language in and of itself. Um, and I enjoy really connecting with you guys. So that is my hope. That is the desire of my heart when I'm doing this. For no other reason than to build a community of individuals um, that want to game together and learn and talk. And I do want to keep my channel clean. I know there's other guys. Most of y'all know Neebs Gaming. I love Neebs Gaming, but I don't necessarily want all the profanity. You may like that. Again, not judging. This is just preference on my part. No bedroll, unfortunately. Um, and listen, my hope is that I'll have, people from all age levels coming on and watching and experiencing these games and enjoying them with me. And I want them to be suitable for all ages. So again, not judging, just personal preference on my part. Um, by all
I need to
means,
find food.
you say what you want to say, and I will not say what I don't want to say, right? So I think it's a good agreement. Yeah? All right. Well, anyway, so enough of that. Let's get back to exploring this. Um, so that's one of the things that I've definitely found out is during my commentation portion, I can definitely miss some stuff. I think I've pretty much hit everything. I'm not going to go back and double check. If it was a um, interloper run or something like that, I would be more willing. I'm not going to worry about that. To spend a more considerable amount of time and effort making sure that I didn't leave anything. Now I know there's usually a stem laying around here somewhere, but I don't see it. No, I would really like a stem, please, but whatever. Um, okay, so now we got a decision to make. Let's step back outside and see how it's going. Um, it's really cold, and you might not hear it, but I hear it. There's somebody walking around out here. Hmm. Um, well, before I leave out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back inside. I need a couple of teas to just help to stave off frostbite and dying. So let's run down here and let's go ahead and start us a fire. So my hope is um, to be able to get up to this. There's a cave entrance right up here to the right. of where I was just at. And I can get in that cave entrance, and I can go all the way back, basically almost to the transition point. Let's see. I'm not going to stay here that long, but just for the sake of warming up, I'm going to do it. Let's go far, go near, cook. Well, let's cook a tea. Let's cook a different tea. We could eat. I don't know. There is a chance that this will cook here. Okay, it's going to take 29 minutes to be ready there. We are going to do this. I want to take it. I'm going to pick that up, and then I'm going to set that down. So if you didn't know that you could do that, you do now. You can actually cook stuff right here, or I'm sorry, down here by the fire. It takes longer, and you may or may not want to spend the time to do that. Let's go ahead. Well, let me cancel that. Let me see if I got a different one. I do. I got one of these. So let's heat that up. Take it, and then let me look at the hot. Alright, I don't know how long they're going to stay hot, but I'm going to take a torch. Wrong way. But hopefully this will give me enough to. Oh wow! Look, I'm already kind of tired, but I don't want to stop yet. But that's maybe it's awful foggy. Maybe instead of going back that way, maybe I'll go to the lighthouse instead. So that I can rest indoors before heading out. The problem is now I'm nervous because we're so close to being where we need to be. We only got 2 more locations left to find. And as we have found out, every decision is literally life and death. So I've kind of committed to this already. I'm going to take that torch. Not worried about feathers because I'm not going to be making any arrows. We do have a little bit of food on us. There's oftentimes a rope over there by that truck. We're not going to go that route. Try to make sure I don't walk right into the waiting jaws of a wolf. I probably should go up. I'm going up. There can be a moose up there on this bridge. There could be a bear. There's definitely wolves in the area. I probably just should have went up to the road to begin with, but I hear that wolf, so I'm going to drop, use light. It's not as good as a flare, I don't think. But at least this way I do have something if the wolf surprises me. Oh, and there's the moose. So while I don't know that the moose will kill me, I hear you, buddy. I sure hope he's not coming for me. And he is. So about the best I can hope for is to get into a position where he can't get to me. Alright, well, crapola. Yeah, I don't know how to... Yeah, you just please keep going, please. That was slightly terrifying. I don't know what I want to do now. Oh, come on. Wrist. Alright, well, that was fortuitous, to say the least. Let me go here. Actually, let me see if any of these are hot. They're probably not. They're not, but that's okay. Let's drink. And let's wrap. And we're going to drop, use, light. I hear something walking. Urgh. I'm literally right in the patrol route of a wolf, I do believe. I hope I can get up here. Man, this is nerve-wracking. Okay, he's down there. Whew, that was a harrowing experience, I guess that's what we would call that. Man almost got ran over by a moose. So I'm glad that I had that ledge to climb up on. Oftentimes, you know, when a bear or a moose are coming at you, you're not going to outrun them. If there's nowhere to get indoors real quick, that's the best plan I have, is to find a you know, a piece of terrain where you kind of got to parkour up it a little bit. Because they can't as well as we can, thankfully. Let me go ahead and I'll take that. Start a fire, because we're going to need some water. I already know. We will start that fire. It's just called using your terrain to your advantage. I don't think it's scummy or buggy or anything like that. I mean, it's just you know, we were able to get to an area that well, whatever was chasing us wasn't. And so I took advantage of it and survived being beat down by a moose. He would have definitely taken most, maybe not all, but most of our remaining health, and then he would have, at the very least, broken ribs, and that means you can't climb or sprint or do anything like that for, I think it's 10 days. And yeah, that would add to our amount of time that we would have to survive, and yeah, I wasn't looking forward to that at all. And truthfulness, as low a energy as we got, or condition, I guess, it would have probably killed us. But thankfully, we didn't have to find out. Ooh, I see it. Yes. So that is good. That is, we already know that will increase our stamina. But again, I don't want to just use, or I'm sorry, our condition, but I don't want to just use it arbitrarily. I want to wait until, it's necessary. And then by all means, I will use it, and that'll give us a little bit more, maybe, a little bit more of a survivability. So things are looking up. This is well, I don't want to jinx it, but it's a promising run. That is lending to the fact that we may just indeed complete this challenge this time. Now it has cleared up nicely. You can go along these. For those of you that don't know, you can go along this ice shore, and washed up on the ice are items. Here and in Coastal Highway, and these items they just are random. They can be anything from a piece of wood to a can of food to you name it. And if you go and you get one, and then you come back, a few days later, it'll be something else. So that's for long-term survival. Once you get kind of far in the game, and a lot of the other usable material is already gone, the scavengeable loot has been used up. That is something that you can do to just increase the amount of loot that you're finding. So I don't know if I'd call that a pro tip, but it's just a fact of the game. We'll go ahead and drink. All right, and with that, we got over an hour before that is melted. So I am going to, let's see, probably, that's a 10-hour one. That's a 5-hour one. That's not going to give us a full, but that one will. So we're going to go ahead and do this carcass harvesting. It'll lessen the amount of time that it takes for us to harvest. We're going to drink just to fill up, and then we'll have that water. Pick that up. We only got 9 minutes left, and we've got a few hours left in the day. No sense in going anywhere. I don't need to, let me double check. I will do that. I was going to say I don't need any more water, but let's see how many. We got 8 pieces of coal. We'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll just do a a smaller portion of water because we're going to have to rehydrate in the morning when we do finally get up. Um, so that's going to take about an hour and a half, and I got just at an hour and a half. So with that, we're going to read another hour. All right. So there's 2 hours done on that. 19 minutes. We'll just drink it just to top back off. We will pick that up and we will go upstairs. Alright, so we just got a matter of a few hours and we will be in the dark 30 hours. Let's, well, before I do that, I could cook both of these. You know what? I will. It's stupid not to get the cooking skill from it. We got 9 minutes. We will just add a couple of sticks. All of this is, well, it's increasing and decreasing my encumbrance as I, make more water, but as I add more fuel to the fire and yada, 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 we're going up and down. So let's eat that. And then
I think I need to lay down.
no sense in holding this on us. We have 7 minutes and 12 minutes. So we will add one more stick, 14 and 11, and we will eat that. With that, we're probably going to have, yes, several more cans than we need. I will keep the highest level one. We could potentially drop a lot of this, and I may do that in the morning. Right now, I just want to get up here. I want to use some of this time that I have. Let's go ahead and do 2 hours. Good enough. So, before I go to sleep, let's refuel. Let's repair. I think I can do that.
So tired. I could
Excellent.
lay down right here.
All right. With that, we are going to, let me top off on my hydration, which will reduce our encumbrance. We got a lot of water on us right now, but we'll have to do this water drink and then in the morning. So let's go 9 hours and sleep. And let's go ahead and drink. Hopefully that storm will pass by the morning time. We could probably got 3 hours that we could sleep. I'm going to do that. I'll do 4. We probably won't get 4, but I want to be completely rested. There goes the storm. And we are fully awake. We are fully rested. We are fully hydrated. And we could drop, about 5 pounds worth of stuff. I'm going to drop. I'm not going to need these. I mean, they're, I may fish, probably not. Let's drop the lesser used one. We have way too many matches, but that's not really, actually, let's go ahead and drop those two. Let's drop all of those. and then the rest of this is probably the water. We're only about 2 pounds over. We're carrying 4 pounds of water. I don't want to drop those. Um, I could drop the fuel. It's going to be just over a pound, and so that won't quite be enough either. But I could drop and drop. All right, so we are now unencumbered and free to move about the frozen tundra without hindrance. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Ooh, it's kind of not the best travel weather that someone could hope for, but I'm going to step back inside, create this save point, and say thank you for watching this episode of The Long Dark. If you liked it, please give it that thumbs up. If not, critique it. Help me to become a better narrator for you and begin to produce the type of content that you want to see. If you want to become part of the Nans Gamer Nation, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be reminded every time I put out another episode. Until next time.